Hello friends, welcome back to Odoo development tutorial video. We were discussing about relational fields in last three videos. We discussed about many to one, one to many to many, and all the things that we have to cover, the basic things like how we can define them, how we can define in our how we can make them visible in our user interface, and how they will be working, how they connect to different business objects together. All these things we have covered on last videos, and in this video we are going to discuss something new. Something new means it's a basic concept in the programming, but in the basis of Odoo. So the the uh, the area that we are going to discuss in this video is inheritance. In many cases, you will have to add some extra features into an existing business object that Odoo already have, like an employee, a customer, or a product, or something like that. So you will have to add some extra details into that existing business object. For example, in some countries, product will product master will require a UPC code. In some countries, it will be an HSN code, like that. So in Odoo, let's assume we don't have that field. Okay, so if you want to use Odoo in your country, you will have to add that field into the business object, that into the product master. So how we can do that? So because so far in our Open Academy module, we created some modules, some business object that was not there in Odoo. So now what we are doing is we are going to add some features into an existing business object that Odoo already have. So there we are using this inheritance mechanism. So it's a common with OOP concept. Let's get into that part. Okay, so in Odoo we have in total we have uh, two kind of inheritance. One is traditional inheritance, another one is delegation inheritance. And this traditional inheritance is also have two types. So one is class inheritance, another one is prototype inheritance. So in this video we are only looking into this class inheritance. And as the name sorry after you can see in the picture. So this method, this in this traditional inheritance, we have an original object, business object, that we already have in Odoo or any other basic module that you have installed. So you want to extend that feature. So in that case, you already have an business object, and we are going to add some more attributes to that business object. So that's the method we call class inheritance. There we use to add new features, and that class, the newly added features, the class that we added new features will be compatible with the existing views that is already defined for the business object, the original business object. And it will be stored, the new field or new columns that you add into that existing business object will be stored in the same database table. So that's the properties of this class inheritance. So in this one you can see the picture itself. So it will be a new business object. So the original object will be there, and you will have a new different business object, and the definition is also different. We will get into that part in the coming videos. So in this video we are only discussing about this class inheritance. In Odoo, you will get a lot of example for this class inheritance. We can look into one right now. So in the add-ons we can, okay, plus CRM. Okay, let's go to the HR. In HR we have a lot of models, right? Yes. Okay, so let's take the employee itself. Okay, we have employee and employee base. So this is employee base. This is a business object that is defined as HR model. So if you install this this module in Odoo, you will get the all the employee records, that kind of things, everything. So here you can see this defined name, active color, department ID, job ID, all those things are there. A lot of fields are there, and if you only install this module, you won't get any details like contract or attendance, because all these things are comes under in different modules. So this HR module only have those things of features, and the HR attendance related features are coming under this HR attendance module, and contract related details are coming, features are coming under this HR contract, and expense related, and although you know that. So let's go to the HR attendance. So when we install this HR attendance, this HR attendance should be related to this HR employee that is defined under this HR module. Okay, HR employee. So and we will have to add some details into that HR employee module. So let's see how they are doing this. So here in the model under the HR attendance module, under the models we have the HR employee .py, and inside that we have the class. So here you can see the HR employee base. You can see that the term used inherit. Instead we will be using name and description so far. So here it's using inherit. So it's saying that we are inheriting this business object that's already defined, and we are adding all these functionalities, all these fields into the same HR employee base object. Okay, so when we install this at the HR attendance module in our Odoo, there will be attendance IDs, last attendance ID, last check-in, last checkout, attendance date. All these all these things, all these details will be added into the same business object. So this is how you can also see a lot of examples like this in Odoo. If you want to look into the details, you can do that. So in our case, let's get back to our Open Academy module. So in our case, what we are going to do is we are going to add a instructor. So a session will have an instructor, right? So we are going to add a instructor boolean field in restored partner. Okay, so let's go to the models. This is the file that I created. I did some coding for this part. So this is the partner file that I created. Here you can see we use the inheritance and we use the restored partner model. That's already it's a basic a business object that Odoo by default have, and add a new column to the restored partner model. By default, partners are not instructors. Okay, so we are using this restored partner for the attendees also. So we want to separate the attendees and instructor course instructors. So we are putting a boolean field called instructor, just like the we separate customer and supplier from the restored partner. We are separating instructor using a boolean field, and we are also adding a session IDs. So instructor will be having different sessions, so we are adding a many to many field for session IDs. So it will be added into the restored partner object. Okay, so we define the two fields that we need, and the next thing what we have to do is we have to mention, because it's a new Python file, we have to mention that in our edit.py file inside the model. You see here, so I already added that. So then the next thing that we have to do is we have to add these things into our views. So here we added these things. Now we have to add, okay, the sessions. This is our, okay, inside the contacts. Okay, let's take vendors or customers, something. This is a restored partner object, that's why we are creating that from here. Okay, uh, since we are accessing from under the vendors menu, don't get confused. We're just creating an instructor. So this instructor, we have to mark him as an instructor. So we added some field under the restored partner. We have to enable, we have to bring that fields into this user interface. So how do you do that? How do we know, because we are not creating the record, a new record, because this view is already defined in Odoo. So we have to know in which view we want this to be added. There comes our view inheritance, that calls view inheritance, how we can add, modify existing views. So you don't have to directly go to the restored partner view and you edit there. You can add a separate child views to update the existing views. So this is first we have to find out what which view is used here. So we are the open, we when we are in the developer board, you can go to the edit view form and you will see the details of view, that is a use that we are seeing right now. Here you can see the external ID of that view, base dot view partner form. Here the base is the module name that this view is defined. So this is the in the base module you can see this view partner form XML record. So that is the view we have to inherit. Okay, so here also you can see some inherited views list. So all these views are inheriting a view that's defined in the base module view partner. For all these models, all these views are inheriting the same view partner form. So all these small views are the child views, you can call them extensions or child views, whatever you want. Okay, so these are adding or modifying this view. Okay, so you can see the architecture of this base view partner form here, and this is the different things you can see, adding some sales purchase details you can see. And if you go back again, the partner view restore partner, from the account module this change is coming. And the base VAT. Okay, so this base VAT module adds a VAT string. It's a changing some VAT field, it's attribute or something like that in this child view. So all these views are changing or modifying the existing view partner form in the base module. So same like this, we are also adding a new child view to modify or add our boolean field and our session IDs field into the user interface. So this is our view, okay, base view partner form. So you can see the architecture and decide where you want to uh, put your field. So in our code, what we do is we created a partner.xml file and we created a record. Just like we create a new view, we are creating a new view, and there is some difference, we will get into that. So just like a new view that we create, you can see when we creating a new view we were using the record. The same way, record model IRUI course list view, we are creating a new view for this partner model IRUI view and partner instructor form view. And we put a name called partner.instructor, and the model is restored partner. Here a new thing comes. Okay, so field name inherit ID, so this is the new thing. Okay, then ref base view base dot view partner form. So this is the reference of the partner form that we saw here. So you see the external ID base view partner form. So we are putting that here. So it means this is going to modify this entire view is going to modify this one, this already predefined view. So inside that we put the notebook position inside. So there are some position attributes we can use, like we can use inside, replace, before, after, and if you want to change any attribute of a field or anything, you can use the attributes. So you can search for that in the Odoo source code, you will get a lot of examples for them. So we have a notebook here, you can see here we have a notebook already in the restored partner form, and we have a lot of pages, page 1, this another page, page 2, page 3. So there are some other pages that is added by all these some of these child views or extension views. So we are also adding a new page. Okay, so we added a string for that page sessions, and inside that we've added our instructor field and session IDs. And under this contacts menu, AR.action, we created an action, and under the configuration menu, main Open Academy, we created a contacts menu for this. Okay, so two menus and one action, and this instructor field added into our restored partner form. Then after we added a new XML file into our module, we have to add that in our manifest file. So here the line that we added partner.xml in our manifest. So let's try upgrading this module. So before upgrading the module, let's summarize what are the things we did. We created a new partner.py file. Inside that partner.py file, we inherited restored partner and added two new fields to restored partner business object. And then we created a partner.xml file under the views, and defined a inherited view for the restored partner view partner form, that was lying on base module, and created an action and menu on our Open Academy module. And then we added our partner.py file in our init.py file under the models folder, models directory, and we mentioned our partner.xml file under our manifest file. So then now we are going to upgrade our module. Let's close this one. Then let's go to apps and upgrade. Okay, there is some problem. UI okay, let's see. What's it? Let's check whether this is causing any problem or not. Yeah, so our view definition has some problem. Looks like model partner instructor form view, so everything's fine. Page notebook XML position inside partner dot instructor restored partner. Manifest depends. This will be the okay. So we have restarted, I think. Yeah, so that was the problem. We didn't restart the PyCharm service. So let's go to Open Academy. We have the configuration menu now, and under the configuration we have the contacts. Under the contacts we can see all the restored partner objects. Under the instructor we have the instructor, and we have the session page here, and under that we have the instructor checkbox, You can mark him as instructor. You see the session attendance, attended sessions, all these things. So now you know how we can add new features into an existing business object using the class inheritance. So in the coming video we will discuss about how we can add the prototype inheritance and delegation inheritance, those kind of things. I hope you understand what the classic inheritance and its ways, and how we inherited views and the model business object. If you have any doubts, please put your doubts under the comment section, and we will help you to we will try our best to clarify your doubts. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.